Hey, what's going on, Reef Builders? I'm here in Oslo, Norway for maybe the furthest north tank feature that we've ever done here on Reef Builders. I'm here with Konstantinos at his lovely apartment home here near Oslo. And he's got a really nice looking little Red Sea reef tank here. So why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about the tank to start off with, and maybe some of the equipment that you run, maybe what kind of salts you use, some details like that to start off with, and then we'll dive into the fish and corals and all that fun stuff.
So my tank is Red Sea Reefer 250. It's running for the last 3 years. I'm actually running the tank on aqua forest salt, reef salt. When it comes to the technical, when it comes to the equipment, the tank is running on Ecotech Radion.
It looks like you've got some XR15s, are those the Gen 5s?
Yeah, that's correct.
And then some T5s up here as well.
Yeah, I'm running them in combination with T5.
Some Ecotech MP10s, it looks like.
Yeah,
maybe
that's correct.
Is that a Nero 3?
Yeah, that's correct.
And then which pump is that in the back there?
Yeah, it's some kind of Chinese.
Some Chinese pump. Fair enough.
Right?
Fair enough.
It's doing the job, so.
Yep.
When it comes to equipment, we can talk a little bit about filtration. I'm running a Deltec skimmer, the I series. I can't remember which model it is. Yes.
Ecotech return pump?
Yeah, it's Ecotech. It's the smallest series. When it comes to monitoring, I'm running Neptune Systems Apex and Trident for monitoring my water parameters.
And what do you target for water parameters?
Usually it's 450 due to the fact that I have 2 clamps, and as you can see, the tank is not very big compared to the size of the clamps, so I need to make sure that there is enough calcium for most of the time. When it comes to magnesium, I target around 1,400. And my alkalinity is usually 7.5 to 8 DKA.
Similar values to what we target over in the United States in our tanks, I'd say.
Yeah.
And you've got quite a few corals. You even have some growing down in the sump. I see you have another XR15 down here.
Yeah.
And something making flow back there. Is that just the flow from the skimmer that keeps these corals going? Or
yes.
You got another pump down
That's
there?
correct. I don't have any pump for now, but I think it's working fine. So.
Very cool. Well, it's a clean looking setup. You got some good cable management. We always like to see that. All right, so let's take a look at some of the fish in here. This tank seems like it's definitely more about the corals than the fish, but there are a few fish hiding out in there. Let's take a look at some of your favorites here. What do you got?
So I have 3 chromies. There is a royal gamma somewhere. I have a cardinal, and there is a small surgeon fish. Yes.
I think I saw a mandarin in there.
Yeah, there is a mandarin as well. There are some tube worms as well.
Oh, yep, the cocoa worms down here.
Yeah. There is a tuxedo sea urchin as well, as you can see here. Yeah. And then we have a sea cucumber. I can't remember the name, in fact. But,
it's okay. There's a lot of names to remember.
Yeah, indeed. And then we can see, we can have a look in the sea star as well. I think it's Lychnia, right? Blue Lychnia.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So you've got a pretty packed tank here full of all the corals. We don't probably have time to go through every single one of them, but why don't you point out a few of your favorites here? This looks like a lot of nice LPS and torches and ganies and stuff in there, I see. So why don't you tell us a little bit about the corals?
Yeah, there is a big variety of corals, as you can see. One of my favorites, I will say that it's this Acanthophilia here, as you can see.
Yeah.
Then we can talk about the Scolemias. I think they're also one of my favorites. As you can see, there is an Aphilia garden on the left side of the tank, which is expanding to the left side on the back as well. It's very challenging keeping affiliates in that small size with a lot of corals because there's always a risk of stinging each other. So I think this is the biggest challenge that I have currently. I need to monitor the situation all the time and assess if any change is required, moving corals that are aggressive with each other. And also frag when required, so there is no chemical warfare. There are a couple of acroporas, as you can see. I have stylophoras. There is a goniopora garden here as well, a small garden. There are three different species. I would say that the red one is growing quite fast.
Well, that's a great selection you've got here. I know it's kind of early in the day and the lights haven't fully come on yet, so it's a little bit darker. I think than you said. This Gani really opens up real big once the day gets going here. It's still early, like I said. So, but yeah, it's looking really good, man. I wasn't expecting to find a reef tank like this quite as packed out here in Oslo, Norway. But you never know where you're going to find another reefer.
That's true.
It's nice to be here. And
we're everywhere.
Yeah, we're everywhere. We cover the planet pretty well. So, but I appreciate you taking some time to show off your tank today.
Yeah,
it's got a really nice little setup here, and hopefully when you said you might be moving soon, and hopefully you can continue having a nice tank after.
Yeah, most likely I will expand a little bit.
Expand a little bit, yeah. Not on the 5th floor of a building.
No,
anymore.
not really.
Great, well thanks so much.
Thanks for having me.
Yep. All right, guys, we'll talk to you next time. We got an aquarium meeting here in Oslo, or a little south of Oslo tomorrow. So hopefully there's some nice frags going around, and I'm actually giving a little presentation. So I can't promise that that's going to be filmed, but that's what I'm going to be up to the next couple days here in Norway. So maybe got a couple more tanks to check out today, and might bring those to you as well. So we'll talk to you on the next one. Later.